Looking for budget-friendly travel destinations in the US that won't leave your wallet crying for mercy? Let's be real, who isn't? Good news. We've got a sweet little list that's going to put a big old smile on your face. Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into 5 of the budget-friendliest cities in the US of A. Next up on our penny-pinching adventure is the city that never sleeps, the always vibrant New Orleans, Louisiana, where every corner is alive with the pulsating rhythm of the blues, and the air is heavy with the tantalizing scent of crawfish and gumbo. New Orleans, fondly known as the Big Easy, is a city that dances to the rhythm of its very own drum, or in this case, its very own jazz saxophone. It calls you in, enticing you to immerse yourself in a culture bursting with color as vivid as the city's legendary Creole townhouses. Here, music isn't just heard, it's lived, it's breathed. Got an ear for a good tune? You're in for a treat. The city echoes with the heartfelt melodies of a sax in the French Quarter, the infectious beats of a tambourine in Treme, and oh boy, wait till you taste the food here. Every bite a tantalizing mix of flavors, each telling a tale of the city's rich and diverse heritage. From the fiery jambalaya to the sweet and heavenly beignets, it's a foodie's paradise. And guess what? You don't need to splurge to savor these gastronomic delights. The city is filled with food trucks and hidden diners serving mouth-watering meals that won't cost the earth. Wondering where to catch some Z's after a day of toe-tapping and tantalizing treats? Don't sweat it. New Orleans has got you. From cozy Airbnbs to pocket-friendly hotels, affordable snoozing options are aplenty. And let's not forget, New Orleans knows how to put up a show. Whether it's a free concert in Lafayette Square, a leisurely stroll by the Mississippi, or some good old people watching in Jackson Square, there's always something to entertain. So if your dream vacation involves jazz, jambalaya, and jamboree without breaking the bank, New Orleans is your ultimate destination. Next up, we're saddling up and heading to where the Wild West meets spicy Tex-Mex, San Antonio, Texas. Now, when you think about Texas, what comes to mind? Cowboys, right? Well, San Antonio does not disappoint. The city is brimming with historical sites that'll transport you straight back to those Wild West days. And the crown jewel, the Alamo, this legendary mission and fortress compound, site of the infamous Battle of the Alamo, will have you hearing the echoes of Davy Crockett's coonskin cap. But hey, it's not all cowboy boots and spurs in San Antonio. The city is also home to the Riverwalk, a glorious winding network of walkways along the banks of the San Antonio River. Tucked one story beneath the bustling street level, the Riverwalk is a cool, tranquil escape from the Texas heat. It's like a little Venice, but with more cowboy hats and less gondolas. And let's not forget the food. Oh, the food. San Antonio is a hotbed for some of the most delicious and affordable Tex-Mex cuisine you'll ever sink your teeth into. Here, the tacos don't come with a side of guacamole, they come with a side of history. Imagine biting into a crispy, juicy taco while sitting in a century-old establishment, the walls whispering tales from the past. Speaking of tales, do you know the one about the cowboy who couldn't handle his hot sauce? Well, let's just say he ended up with a fire in the hole that even the Alamo defenders couldn't quench. But don't worry, the spicy food here is just the right kind of hot, guaranteed to give you a kick without any unwanted bonfires. So, if you fancy a dash of history with your hot sauce, San Antonio is calling your name. From the Alamo's storied walls to the tranquil Riverwalk, from cowboy culture to mouth-watering Tex-Mex, San Antonio offers a unique blend of history, cuisine, and good old Texan charm. It's a city where the past meets the palate, where every bite tells a story, and where every story is worth biting into. Our next stop is a city that will have you shaking your hips like the king himself, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, where the rhythm of rock and roll thrums through the streets and the aroma of mouth-watering barbecue wafts through the air. Let's start with Graceland, the opulent mansion that was the home of none other than Elvis Presley. It's like stepping into a time capsule filled with flamboyant outfits, gold records, and the palpable energy of the king himself. If you listen closely, you might hear the faint strumming of a guitar or the echo of a hip shake. But don't start practicing your Elvis impersonation just yet. From Graceland, we move on to Beale Street, a place that lives and breathes music. And the best part, the music is free. Yes, you heard that right. You can stroll down this historic street and let the music from the outdoor stages wash over you. It's like a concert that never ends. And who knows, you might even find yourself dancing along to the beat. Now, let's talk about the food. Memphis is a city that knows how to satisfy the soul, with its affordable and oh-so-delicious barbecue and soul food, from smoky ribs that fall off the bone, to fried chicken that's as crispy as a fresh dollar bill. The food here is as vibrant and lively as the music. And don't forget to try the cornbread. It's as comforting as a warm hug, and as southern as sweet tea on a hot summer day. So, to recap, Memphis, the land of rock and roll, where music fills the streets and the food fills your soul. A place where you can step into the world of Elvis Presley, dance to the rhythm of Beale Street, and savor the delights of Southern cuisine, all without breaking the bank. So if your budget-friendly travel playlist includes a little rock and roll, Memphis is your next encore. Next, we're heading to a city where cultures collide and your taste buds explode. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, some folks think Albuquerque is just a hard word to spell, but let me tell you, it's a city that's as unique as its name. A vibrant blend of Native American, Hispanic, and Anglo cultures. This city is a living, breathing testament to the beauty of diversity. It's like a cultural cocktail, shaken not stirred, served with a side of stunning landscapes and a dash of spicy, affordable Southwestern cuisine. Can we talk about the food for a second? Because in Albuquerque, every meal is a flavor fiesta. From the zesty tingle of green chili to the tender, slow-cooked carnitas, every bite is a culinary journey through centuries of cultural fusion. And the best part? You don't need to break the bank to enjoy this gastronomic gala. The city's food scene is as affordable as it is delicious. But don't think Albuquerque is all about the food. Oh no, this city is a treasure trove of cultural gems. Museums that tell the tale of centuries-old civilizations, parks that offer a serene escape into nature, and lively markets that are a riot of color, sound, and aroma. It's like stepping into a living, breathing history book, one that's been illustrated with the vibrant hues of 1,000 sunsets. And the people. Good gracious, the people. They say the culture of a place is defined by its inhabitants, and the folks of Albuquerque are as warm and welcoming as a homemade tortilla on a chilly night. They're the real secret ingredient that makes this city's cultural cocktail so deliciously intoxicating. Now remember, Albuquerque isn't just a place, it's an experience. It's a city where every street corner has a story to tell, every meal is an adventure, and every encounter is a cultural exchange. It's a place where the past and present dance together under the wide open sky, creating a rhythm that's as unique as the city itself. So, if your idea of a budget-friendly adventure includes a cultural cocktail with a spicy kick, Albuquerque is your next stop. Our final stop takes us to a city nestled in the mountains, where the beer is crafty and the art is artsy. Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville, a city where the trees are just as artsy as the people. This little mountain haven is the perfect place for travelers seeking low-cost adventure and high-quality culture. With the Blue Ridge Mountains as your playground, you can spend your mornings hiking trails that make even the most seasoned Instagram influencer blush with envy. And the best part, Mother Nature doesn't charge a dime for these views. Now let's talk about the beer. Asheville is often lovingly referred to as the Napa Valley of beer. With more breweries per capita than any other U.S. city, you'll find craft beers that are as unique as the city's vibrant arts scene. From hoppy IPAs to smooth stouts, there's a brew for every palate and budget. Just remember, folks, tasting is an art, not a race. Speaking of art, Asheville's art scene is as colorful as a peacock at a paintball party. From its River Arts district filled with working studios and galleries, to the street performances that pop up like daisies in Pritchard Park, you're never far from a dose of creativity in this city, and don't worry about breaking the bank. Many of these galleries and performances are free or donation-based. So, here's the thing. Asheville has a reputation for being a tad hipster, but don't let that scare you away. In Asheville, hipster just means you're passionate about supporting local businesses, appreciating creativity, and enjoying the great outdoors. So if your idea of a budget-friendly vacation involves hiking boots, hipster brews, and a hefty dose of artsy vibes, Asheville is waiting for you. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel.